The pen slipped between my fingers. Morphine dulled the pain in my spine, but not the sound of paper unfolding beside my hospital bed. Not the sound of her heels on tile. Not the silence she brought with her. "Sign it." Her voice didn't shake. Mine didn't exist. I looked down at the white cast swallowing my legs. 2 columns of screws inside me. A body that no longer worked the way it used to. A man paused mid-life. She placed the documents on my chest. Divorce papers, already stamped, already prepared. "I want a perfect man," she said. "Not this." Her eyes didn't move to my face. They stayed on my legs. I signed. Not because I agreed, because I understood. She smiled with relief. The kind of smile you give a cashier when you finally find the right change. "Pay your own hospital bills," she added and turned away. Her perfume lingered longer than she did. I stared at the ceiling and listened to the machines keep me alive. Something inside me disconnected. They told me I'd been unconscious for 3 days. She told me she'd already moved out. She said it like weather, like something unavoidable. "I can't wait for you to heal," she said. "I deserve better." Better. The word settled in my chest and didn't move. I replayed the accident in fragments. Headlights, rain, a truck crossing lanes. The sound of metal folding around bone. The world going dark while my phone lit up with her name. She hadn't answered. When I asked about her phone being off, she said the battery died. When I asked why she wasn't there when I woke up, she said hospitals made her anxious. When I asked where she'd been staying, she said, with friends. Plural. No names. Her hand never touched mine. Her eyes never stayed. At night, I saw the glow of her screen reflected in the window. Messages deleted too fast. Calls ended when I shifted in bed. I didn't accuse. I cataloged. People who are guilty talk too much. She barely spoke at all. Recovery gave me time. Time to watch. Time to remember. Time to connect things I had ignored when I still believed in us. The bank statement showed hotel charges from the night of my accident. The phone bill showed calls to one number always after midnight. I memorized it. A nurse helped me reach my laptop. My hands still shook, but my mind was sharp. I ran the number. A private clinic. Cosmetic surgery. Orthopedics. I checked social media. A man appeared in her photos 3 months ago. Never tagged. Never named. Always cropped at the shoulder. Perfect teeth. Perfect posture. 2 working legs. I hired a private lab through a friend. Told them I needed records pulled. Insurance cross-check. It took a week. In that week, she visited twice. Once to ask if I'd signed the papers. Once to tell me she'd changed her hair. Neither time did she ask how I felt. My spine began to ache differently. Not pain. Pressure. Like something rising. The report came in a thin envelope. No logo. No apology. Her medical insurance had been paying for a man's physical therapy. Same clinic. Same nights. Same weeks I was working overtime. His name matched the phone number. Her perfect man had needed surgery too. Just not for an accident, for muscle enhancement. I asked her one question when she came next. "Do you know a man named Adrian?" She froze. Not dramatically, efficiently. Her eyes blinked once too late. "You looked," she said. I handed her the report. She didn't read it. She recognized it. "I didn't cheat," she whispered. "I upgraded." I nodded. She cried. I stayed still. The hospital released me a month later. I went home to an empty apartment. Her clothes were gone. Her scent remained. I didn't throw it away. I boxed it. Then I sent the report to Adrian. Along with copies of the divorce papers she made me sign in the ICU. A message followed. "She left me because I broke. What happens when you do?" 2 days later, he replied. "She didn't tell me about you." I didn't answer. 3 weeks later, she showed up at my door. No heels, no smile. "He left," she said. I waited. "He said I was temporary." I stepped aside so she could see the apartment. My wheelchair stood in the center of the room like a throne. "I signed because I couldn't walk," I said. "I stayed silent because I wanted to see who you chose when I couldn't stand." She reached for my arm. I rolled back. "You wanted perfect," I said. "You got honest." Her mouth opened. No sound came out. I learned to walk again, slowly, painfully, alone. I paid my own bills. I rebuilt my body with patience instead of illusion. She sent messages for months. Apologies, excuses, memories rewritten into mercy. I never answered. Because betrayal doesn't break you. It teaches you where the fault lines were all along. She wanted a man who wouldn't fall. I became one who knew how to rise. And the difference is permanent. The last thing I felt for her wasn't anger. It was gravity letting go.